Hi, my name is JC Lamance. I'm going to be talking to y'all about forensic social work and what that means tonight. So earning a social work degree gives you a very wide, expansive field of work to go into. There are many options to choose from. Forensic social work is the one I chose to talk about today because it interests me the most with me majoring in social work. Right. What is forensic social work? Forensic social work is when a social worker uses their skills and experience to work alongside legal teams and law enforcement. And so they will do things they will just help decide over custody battles, separation cases, interview people going on trial, interview criminals. It is their job to be able to take what they learned while in school and working in the social work field and apply it to the law and to assist the legal workers in the law. All right. How to become a social worker? How to become a forensic social worker? First, one, you need your bachelor's degree in social work or a related field, so that's 4 years of college, and I believe you can get it in like criminal justice or psychology, just those things, because those are all interrelated. And then 2, you need to get your master's degree in social work, which is another 2 years. If you go to certain schools, it could be 4, I believe. But then 3rd, you need to have social work field experience. There are different ways you can do this. You can either get experience while you're attending school, or you can wait till you get out and then you can just work as a regular social worker for a few years and then go back and become a forensic social worker. But having experience is essential in this because you have to use your experience and apply that to what you'll be working in as a forensic social worker. But while you're in school, you can get an internship, and if you can't get an internship, you can there's opportunities to volunteer, and that does count as your experience, and it looks great as on your application. The 4th step is to get licensed in the state you wish to practice in. So each state has different rulings on their licensings. And so like if you're licensed in Texas and then you move to California, it could not transfer over there. So you're not a licensed social worker. So you can't practice as a social worker the same as a lawyer if you're not licensed in that state, and then you can't practice there. And then you have to go through the steps to get licensed for there. But some states, they do like carryover. I think Texas and Oklahoma, they are joined together. So if you move from Texas to Oklahoma or Oklahoma to Texas, they're joined together. And then the 5th step is you'll have to get your forensic social worker certification. Having your certification looks good on your application in any kind of specialized social work field you're going into. And some jobs may not require it, but a lot do. Like, you have to have that certification to be hired for that job. And then the last step is, of course, just start applying for jobs. And then so the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics reported that the 2020 median pay for all social workers was $51,706 per year. That the highest 10% earned more than $85,000 a year. The 2020 median annual ages for the social workers who work for local governments made $57,600. So you're not making the most money as it, but you're doing, and they also expect for it to increase as the need for social workers is just in higher demand. It is predicted that from the years 2019 to 2029, there will be 90,700 new social worker jobs added to the already 803,800 jobs in 2019. A forensic social worker's typical day would look like this. They would advise programs, policies, and social services deployment. They'll conduct behavioral science research and analysis. They will consult, educate, and train attorneys, paralegals, and law students. They will develop solutions for crime trends and systematic social problems, serve as an expert witness in court. To be a forensic social worker, you must know and understand the law, including the language of the legal system, because these are all going to be recorded in a legal way. There's going to be documents on it, and a forensic social worker will also use their knowledge to provide advice on custody battles, termination of parental rights, or divorce issues as well, which I talked about that above. But really, that's a lot of what it is. It's going to be your social worker, and you're going to give advice on who the kid should go with. Should the kid stay with his family? Should he be in the foster system? Should he go to another family member, or the divorce stuff? And then you'll interview, say this lady, this social worker, she's interviewing somebody that has been arrested, but they'll interview them, and it's just it's like a forensic psychologist, which you can be a forensic social worker and a psychologist. Actually, the psychologist, you just go to school where you get your clinicals, but it's the same thing. You'll be interviewing and just lending a hand you'll testify to the jury, and you'll give them your insight on it as a professional, and you'll give advice to the lawyers and just on the mental of them, and what's going to go on in the social work. And you can also work with criminals that are incarcerated right now to help them on their case and help them figure out what they're going to do when they get out of the system. All right. Thank y'all so much.